Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anubhuti and I love to talk about everything beauty related. I love to do product reviews and I love to get use out of my makeup collection more efficiently. So if those are the things you are interested in, please make sure to subscribe before jumping into today's video. As you know from the title, today I'm here with my update for month of March for my No Pan Left Behind project pan. So No Pan Left Behind project pan is basically where you pick a number of palettes or randomize a number of palettes and you have to use each eyeshadow in a palette at least one time in order to call it No Pen Left Behind. That means you are using every pen in that palette. So how I am doing is, I will link my introduction here somewhere, but how I am doing this project is I am randomizing 3 eyeshadow palettes from my collection and I am doing No Pen Left Behind on them. Once I hit my goal, I roll them out. I roll new palettes in its place. So this is how it's been working on. Also, I'm counting usage on any other palettes that I'm reaching on day-to-day basis that are not part of this project, but I do manage to No Pan Left Behind on those palettes. Then I do also like to mention it here towards the end of the video. So also I'm filming in the natural daylight today. It's kind of cloudy day, so then sun is in and out. So if the light is throwing off the balance, then I'm sorry about that. But let's jump into the update. So I started this project in month of January. I posted my introduction in month of January, and there was not really much progress in month of February, and also it was kind of a busy month for me, so I did not post any update in month of Feb. So I decided to do an update this month. I'm going to talk about the palettes that were part of this project. So the 3 palettes that I was working on as part of this project, and towards the end I'm going to mention any palettes that I did not pan left behind outside this project. So first palette that was randomized was Urban Decay Naked Original. So this is how the Naked palette looks like. It's really good. It's comparatively new in my collection. I've used it only 1 or 2 times before I rolled into the project, but I love this one. I do get the hype. It's such an easy palette to reach for. So then going by shade, the first shade, which is Version, had 3 usage on it, 4 usage on it actually. The second shade, which is called Sin, has 2 use on it. Third shade, which is called Naked, this has 3 use on it. Sidecar has 2 usage on it. Buck has 3 usage on it. Half Baked has 1 usage on it. Smog has 1 usage on it. Dark Horse has 1 usage on it. And Toasted, Hustle, Creep, and Gunmetal, all of these has 1 usage on it. So I did reach for like a lot of mattes. Of course, I used with all the looks, so that means I created 4 looks out of this palette, and I did enjoy it a lot. So yeah, I did manage to do No Pan Left Behind on this one. That means this is rolling out. Really gorgeous palette. Loved this one. The second palette that was randomized was Pat McGrath Gilded Nirvana eyeshadow palette, and this is also comparatively new palette in my collection. This is how it looks like. This is 12 pan, and I have not reached for it at all because like I said, February was a busy month. I did not wear much makeup in month of February, so there was not really much progress on it. So this is completely untouched, but I don't mind it. It's a beautiful palette. I'm ready to dip in some of these shades. I hopefully get a lot of neutral palettes roll in, then I can just definitely dip into these shades. But yeah, this is unused, so this is still staying in the project. Third palette that was randomized was Fantasy Cosmetica Enchanted Autumn palette, okay, so this is how it looks like. And let's go column by column. So then Foggy, the shade Foggy had 2 usage on it. Scorpio has 2 usage on it. Dogwood has 1 use on it. Libra has 2 usage on it. Dusk has 1 usage on it. And Sagittarius has 1 usage on it. Heron has 1 usage on it. Harvest Moon has 2 usage on it. And Longleaf Pine has 1 usage on it. Luna has 1 usage on it. Willow Oak has 1 usage on it, and Emerald also has 1 usage on it. This is a beautiful shade. I especially love metallics. This emerald green I used in my Get Ready With Me that I did a couple of days ago. I used Emerald and also Harvest Moon in that. Beautiful look. The Luna is again also very beautiful shade. Overall, I love this palette. But yes, I did manage to do No Pan Left Behind on this one. So this is rolling out. So out of 3 palettes that we keep as part of this project, we have 2 rollouts. Now there are 3 palettes that I reached outside this project and did No Pan Left Behind on those. And those are, all 3 of those are my Natasha Denona minis. It was a Natasha Denona month, I'm telling you. Because all the time I was randomizing or something, or if I'm like randomizing a palette for any other project, it was always Natasha Denona that was getting randomized. Yeah. So let's first talk about the palette that is my Pan That palette for this year, for the Love of Pan theme. If you have not checked out that video, please check it out. I have recently posted it. I will link it here somewhere. But yes, please check it out. This is my first time ever doing an official Pan That palette. But yes, I did manage to No Pan Left Behind this one. So this is how, this is mini retro. And I reached for first shade, which is called Galaxia 2 times. Industrial, I have reached for 1 time. Then 60s, I have reached for 2 times. Vintage Taupe, I have reached for 2 times. Vintage Taupe, I have reached for 2 times. And Pixie, last one, I reached for 1 time. This is one of my favorite palettes. I love this one. Now, second palette I want to talk about is Mini Starlit palette. Starlit palette. And this is how it looks like. I reached for it 5 times total. It was part of, I think, one of my project bands. But yes, let's talk about the usage. So, first shade Nude Mauve, I reached for 4 times. Then second shade Galaxia, again this is a repeat from that palette. I reached for 4 times. Vega, I reached for 4 times. Then Ria, I reached for 2 times. And then Nude Mauve, I reached for 3 times. So yeah, I love this palette. This is kind of, these are my tones. I love rosy nude tones. Very, very easy to reach for palettes. So I'm glad I did No Pan Left Behind on this one. So this is also rolling. This was not part of this project, so not rolling out. But let's talk about the last palette. It is also from Natasha Denona, and it is Mini Love palette. And yeah, it was also part of one of the palettes, I think, Around the World in 80 pans project pan. So yes, first shade is You. I reached for it 2 times. Then R, I reached for 2 times. My, I reached for 1 time. True, I reached for 2 times. And last one is Love, that I reached for 1 time. So yes, You Are My True Love. I reached for almost 2 times. This is my least favorite shade from the palette. These 4, I do like it. So yeah, this is the 3rd palette that I reached outside this project and did No Pan Left Behind. Now, because we have 2 rollouts, that means we get to randomize 2 new palettes as part of this project. 2 out of 3 is good enough progress for me. Of course, and it is in 2 months, but still. So let me open my Tiny Decisions app, and I'm going to randomize a palette. I'm not sure. There are a lot of I've been doing a lot of projects and have been randomizing palettes for those, also handpicking sometimes, and the handpicked products are not updated. So if I roll something that I have already worked on or I already did no pan left behind on, then I'm going to, so for example, these 3 palettes, if I roll these again, then I'm going to just re-roll. So let's roll in. The first randomization is Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 Rose Eyeshadow Palette. Perfect. And then second one is going to be Charlotte Tilbury Bigger Brighter Eyes Exaggerate. So this is a quad, Exaggerate. Perfect. So both of them are kind of rosy toned. Perfect. I was actually expecting for it. So rosy toned nudes, and then this is going to be my accent palette. So yeah, let me grab both of these palettes and I will be back. So I am back with the palettes. So first roll in today is Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2. I like to keep my palettes inside the sleeve. Most of my palettes are inside the sleeve, especially if they are likely to get damaged, like the packaging. So this is very, very reflective. I'm always afraid of this palette growing mold, but this is how it looks like. This is not very much used in my collection. Now the second palette that is randomized today is a quad by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is Eyes to Mesmerize in the shade Exaggerate, and this is how it looks like. So this is kind of nude toned. I have used it, I think, only 2 or 3 times, so I'm glad that I can get more use out of this one. So this is the second roll in. So now to recap, I'm working on my Pat McGrath Gilded Nirvana for, yes, no pan left behind, no use, no. So all 3 are kind of the palettes I have to reach for no pan left behind, all the shades. This is the second one, Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2, and the third one is Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerate. So this is it for today's video. I hope you like it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Till next time, have a good day, good night, depending on wherever you are, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.